All right, welcome to another session of RTX Compare. Today we're working with Qwen3-14B. This is Alibaba's 14 billion parameter model of Qwen3. And it's quantized to NVIDIA floating point 4 for our desktop PC with the right there, the NVIDIA RTX5080 with 16 gigabytes of RAM. And for the Mac version that we're comparing it against, it's running on Metal, and it's running on this MacBook Pro with an M5 Pro chip and 48 gigabytes of unified RAM. All right. So our query, tell me all about Tyrannosaurus Rex misspelled on both. I'd actually run it on this, on this laptop, but it's easier to kind of see on the big screen. So two different URLs and one screen to show it on. All right, I'm going to position the mouse and go with the Mac first. There we go. There we go. Now it's a bit of an unfair comparison because the RTX is, 1,000 gigabytes per second, and the Mac is only 300. However, the Mac is, like I said, on Metal, so it should be faster because it's tied in, and the PC is actually a separate graphics card. But NVIDIA technology, prefill is always fast, so it's already loading up pretty fast. And Metal or not, you're not going to get better, that much better from 300 gigabytes per second memory bandwidth. So that looks like, I'd say probably 40 tokens per second. That's decent. It's just not as fast as you'd run on the RTX. Let's follow it up with, oh shoot, we actually turned off follow-ups here. So what I'll do is I'll actually go back a page. Then I will just pick a query down here. Oops, 14B. So we'll do the same here just so it's on equal terms. All right, there we go. Same thing, Qwen3-14B. Give me ideas on what to do with my kids' art. Yeah, NVIDIA is really fast when it comes to prefill. And combine that together with, I think it has 10,000 cores for the 5080. It's really difficult to compete. Now, if we had the Mac Studio to play with, which is over there, we could have a chance in terms of the Mac side of things. But it wouldn't be fair on the memory end because that Mac Ultra has 96 gigabytes of RAM, whereas the PC only has 16. So it's got 32 on memory, and then it has 16 on the graphics card, so 16 GPU. So that's why the MacBook Pro is a closer bet. Let's follow it up again. Let's go back and do one last run. Let's see. And then explain options trading, and then tell me if I'm talking about the Roman Empire. Let's do that. So yeah, much faster on the pre-fill end. Very fast. Now while that's thinking, let's actually run another one. Again, that was a default kind of query, explain options trading. We've already done 2 queries here, and here it's still working on the first one. And when they're running, as you can see, it's significantly slower. I'd say this is probably 60, 70 maybe, and this is probably on the 40 end. Cool. Options trading. Okay, let's do something while that goes. Let's do, let's find out what the speeds are looking like when it comes to running Python. So same thing, we'll open up a new chat, and then we will, so 14-bit, okay. We'll turn on code interpreter. We'll pick up a small file. Test data. We'll do, oh man, I don't have a, actually no, this is good, 18K. Okay, 18K. Okay, we'll work on a small 18K file. And we will paste a query or a prompt that says, using the attached CSV file, write and execute Python code with pandas that loads up the file, computes the mean, and reports the 3 most common root type values. All right, let's go again. So this is the testing RAG in Python. Now this will take slower in terms of prefill for both because you're actually analyzing the columns and then figuring out what kind of code to write and actually executing it. And what we're seeing here is that the Mac actually zonked out already. It's saying it does not include a price column or a room type column, but it actually did because on the RTX it's already figured it out. So I think what's happening here is that the Mac is actually bumping into some form of memory issues because that should have worked. Let's try it again. Turn the code interpreter on just to be sure. And open up that file. There we go, 18K. Let's run it by itself. Oh, it's still uploading. Give that a second. While that's going, we'll do another one here. How do I handle missing values in a price column? Oops, and oh god, it's on, it's still on. Yeah, it's much faster on the RTX. And yeah, this is what happens when you have 3 times the bandwidth. And this one, I'm a little concerned because I mean, it's got 48 gigs, right, of RAM. And if you look at the activity monitor here, we're still green. It's only using 24 out of 48, so 50%. So it doesn't look like it's able to calculate it properly. Let me take a look really fast at the settings and see and make sure that we actually have the correct settings set up. So 14B code interpreter is checked. I'll make that default as well, just in case it's missing it. And then we'll do the general model. Settings. I think it's it this one? I don't know, it's another one. Code execution, Pi died, okay. So it's all defaulted. Let's do a refresh there. Try it again. Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't work because I mean, it's probably set up. Turn off, turn it back on again just to make sure. Let's run it again. But then, you know, this is what happens when you have non-NVIDIA platforms and architectures to work with. Yeah, it still keeps saying that you can't find it. It is able to calculate the median and the min. It's the median and the min. 50, 500. Yeah. It is actually hallucinating now. So yeah, be very careful when you're running these kinds of models when it's working with data, and then you're, I don't know, potentially bumping into model issues or memory issues. But definitely, yeah, make sure you have a human in the loop to kind of verify. Either way, we're here to take a look at tokens, and yeah, the RTX all across the board, big winner. Thanks a lot. And again, that was the MLX version and the NVFP4 version of Qwen3-14B. Thanks a lot.